Hello, Lovelies, and welcome back to Mama G Gear. It's Mama G here, and today I just really literally think you should just grab a cup of tea, put your feet up, and enjoy the ride because you're going to want to watch this video, not just listen to my lovely voice. I have at this point, two garbage bags full. I hate calling them garbage bags when you're putting something nice in it, but for lack of another term, filled with hanks that I hanged up from a cone, and so they're all different yardages, different weights, all the above. But you're going to definitely want to keep your eyes on this video. These will not be, there's a couple that I have here that will probably be in the dib sale, but these are not going to be in the dib sale because they don't fall in the guidelines. A couple of them I had already shown you, but I'll show you again in this parade of Hankolicious yarnoliciousness. And yeah, let's just get right to it. I think that some of these will be in auctions. Some of you have received hanks of these in the mail already. Some are going to be on their way as soon as I can get to the post office. Haven't been able to get there yet. And some will be in giveaways. So anyway, just keep your eyes open and your ears open. Anyway, this here, the Mars colorway, if you're familiar with, is a pure black with magenta tips. This one, however, what I've done here is I dyed it with, let me see if I wrote down the colorway. Probably not. Yeah, I didn't. All right. I dyed it with green first. As you can see, here's the green. I actually dip dyed, so there was a transition of darker green to lighter green. As you could see, kind of gets darker. I know you're really up close and personal to the hank. I probably should have made this go a little taller for these big, huge, hectic hanks. And then it goes into the blacks, but you get a variation of a little bit of a green tint in the background, but then you're also getting the breaks from the black, so you're getting a little bit of a purple there as well. Hey, green and purple go great together, right? My favorites. Anyway, this particular hank, let me see if I can hold it out. It's huge. There's a lot of yardage. This one here is a worsted weight. I'm going to say it's saying a worsted weight. I'm going to show it to you here. It's probably a true worsted as opposed to a, chunky worsted. All right. I probably am not going to unhank each one because that's going to be forever. But this is a superwashed merino, really soft, worsted weight. There's 629 meters. I did not do the math yet as far as how many yards that is. If you want, figure it out yourself. And there's 348 grams. This one does not have its official card yet. And I'm going to be tossing them, and you're going to hear them falling on the ground, perhaps. But there's a bag. Actually, that one should go in a chair. I have a bag and a box next to me to drop them in. All right. Next. This is one of two. So there's two of these. And I'm not going to, like I said, I'm not going to open them all up, but that one I did. There's two of these. This is a chartreuse with I believe this is a safety orange. Oh, no, deep orange. And then there's radioactive, not chartreuse. But look at that. And I have two of these. And look how when they meet together, they have like a brown color to them. This is an Aran weight. It's a one ply, 444 meters, which equals to be around 482 yards. It's a 256 gram hank. The reason I'm saying around and approximately and allegedly is because I do believe that in the process of dyeing them, after I hank them up, in the process of dyeing them, they appeared to have gotten a little bit thinner. So I'm assuming that in that process, they stretched out. So you probably have more than that yardage, but I'm not promising that. Anyway, this is one of two. I have two of these. And again, I'm going to drop it where it goes. And here's another one that's very similar. So I'll show it back to back. Also, there's two of these. It's similar. This is fire engine red, pink, orange, and chartreuse. try to get that bag out of there. So you just see just the beautiful hank, right? Tell me that's not gorgeous. Look at that. That is a pretty one. Anyway, there's one of, all right, this is one of two. So I have two of those. And I kind of, and I'm going to say when I do the two of, that the yardages and all the specifics about it are very close to one another. They might be off by, a gram or so, but whatever. All right, that's on the ground. It's not really on the ground. It's going in a bag. All right, next. And these are in no specific order. They're just, I took them out of the bag and I'm going to show them to you. Loving this one. Again, this is one of two. It's a 4 worsted weight, number 4 worsted weight. You be the judge. 403 meters or 440 yards. There's 218 grams. But tell me, look at the beauty in that. Look at all that beautiful. It's just gorgeous. I'm enjoying this so much. And I hope that I'll be able to continue dyeing yarn for a while, because I really do enjoy the process. See the specks in there? And as Dee said, oh, that looks like Malabrigo. And that is a compliment. If you're going to compare my hanks to Malabrigo, I stand tall and proud on that one. So we have that one there. And again, these are either auction, giveaways, gift aways, stuff like that, because I can't do them on the dibs, so they're going to be offered in other manners. Here's another one. This is just really so woodsy, but look at all the specks in there and the greens and colors. I mean, come on. This is all kinds of browns. We got radioactive, cabaret, ballerina pink, hyacinth, which should be hyacinth, and purple pop. Look what it did, right? I mean, it's everywhere. And this yarn is really gorgeous. I buy my cones from a company in Canada that I've been doing business with for probably close to 15, 20 years. When I used to buy fibers for my, before I started dyeing yarn, I bought fibers from them. At the time of this filming, the tariffs didn't happen, so I'm hoping that that's not going to be an issue, because I really enjoy supporting that company. Anyway, this is a superwash merino 4 weight worsted weight. There's approximately 426 yards, which works out to be 466 yards. Speak much, or thereabouts. Like I say, I think it might be, you might get more yardage. And there's 228 grams. So there's that one. And up next, I'm going to just move fast here, because some really gorgeous. I'm proud of them. OMG. This one might be a keeper, because look at that. Everything. This is the kitchen sink of colorway. Tell me this is not, just go look inside there. Look at this. Absolute gorgeousness. And I wrote on here multi-speckled, because I probably used almost not every color, but all the top colors that were closest, and just dropped them in there. But look at, there's just layers of gorgeous colors. Yeah, I'm going to just sit back and go, wow, to that one. That is 652 meters or 713 yards, thereabouts, approximately, allegedly, in my opinion. And there's 336 grams. Yeah, this one may be a keeper, because, you get a little, there's a couple of them here that are just so gorgeous, but this one is definitely on the top of my list of faves. All righty. Thank you for allowing me to put them together, because my OCD wouldn't allow me to do otherwise. You know what I'm saying? Okay, up next, interesting colorway. Look at this one. That's a wow. We have vermilion, golden yellow, turquoise, and look at the specks. We'll give it a little turn. And you're seeing true to color of what this hank looks like. And let's just look inside and see what we've got. And then there's like a nice, strong spot of turquoise there. I'm loving this. This really faded out so beautifully. Look at that. I mean, come on. I'm really getting good at this, if I might say so myself. You know I always say it's not my talent, it's just kind of what happens, but there is a little bit of a science behind, or method behind the madness. But that, did I tell you? Okay, this is a worsted weight. All this is superwash merino. Worsted weight, 1 ply. It's a 1.8 wool count. I don't know what that means. 486.6 meters, which equals 652 plus yards, 316 grams. So most hanks, if you don't know, come in 100-gram hanks. So this is over 3 hanks, equivalent to over 3 hanks. I have mentioned this before, but in case you didn't know, my intention here is to wind them up larger than just 100-gram hanks. Because this way, if you're using this for a project, you just can keep on going without having to worrying about tying this end in and does the colors match. It's just continuous. I'm not saying, however, that there aren't knots in here. Apparently, cones end and then they restart, so you got to tie them. So you might get a knot in there, but when you're doing it from a cone, you usually get a lot less, if you get any at all. All right, so there's that one. And next, this one's so boring in comparison. It's a superwash merino 1 ply 4 weight, which is a worsted weight. 604 meters, or over 660 yards, 316 grams. I used a lilac and a turquoise. Right? And even, I hope you're able to see like this color as opposed to this color. That's just the way the method, but also the way it breaks. Look at that. Just gorgeous. Really gorgeous. This one would be a lot less busy or less hectic, but it's still a hectic hank because I made it, and that's the name of my company now, Hectic Hanks. And if I could squish this son of a sailor in here, we'll be all right. I might have to get bigger organza bags for these bigger ones. Alrighty, so we have that one. Hanging. There's more. Some of them are just blow me away, if I might say so myself. All right, superwash merino Aran weight. And I'm going to show you that weight, which it's, to me, similar to the 4 weight. 417 meters, or 456 yards. It's 264 grams. I used greens, blues, and purples. I can't remember. Sometimes I just get in there and just throw dye in, and I forget what I did. But you could see the purples in there, and some of the, like a yellow and green. And there's your turquoise. I mean, really, really pretty. Again, this would be less hectic because the color transitions are a little more muted, but it's still going to have, a lot of character worked up. All right. Hope you're liking these. Don't forget to leave a thumbie. I love it to get thummies. And there's more. We're about halfway through, so if you want to put this on hold, take a urination station break if you need to. If not, just take me with you if you're on your phone device into the bathroom. I'm okay with that. Wouldn't be the first or last person that's brought me into the bathroom. All right, this one here is a superwash merino, number 4 worsted weight, 1 ply, 654 meters, or 715 yards, 344 grams. Again, I used a turquoise and violet, and this is more speckly. So this process is a little bit different than the other, which was a similar colorway. The dyes I use are jacquard and dharma, and I often interchange those colors. but gorgeous. And again, just scrumptious soft. And I realize I don't have the color collectors. Actually, while I'm doing that, let me hold on one sec. Where did I put them? No, they're not right handy. All right. I do put in the, not in this one apparently, but I'll leave this aside and find my color collectors. Those little folded white pieces of stuff that I'm going to grab out of here to show you. These are not dryer sheets. These are color collectors. So when you hand wash your project, when it's done, you throw that right into the water, and that will collect any residue that might be coming off of your product, of the dye. It's almost impossible to get all the dye out. You do want to hand wash these with cold water and lay flat to dry. Lay dry to flat is almost what I said, and I didn't. Well, I did after I realized it. All right, a couple more really gorgeous ones, and they're all gorgeous. Okay, I have two of these. I'm going to show them both to you because they're in a big organza bag. Another one or set that may end up being a keeper. I'll show you one at a time. Look at this. I mean, really. Look at it. These are every color under the sun. And then you go inside. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Just amazing. Amazingly gorgeous. Look at all the speckles. Then you got this one here, which is in the same dye pot. It's going to have different, it's going to be different, obviously, because it's what hits it and where the colors go, but it's all the same colors. Look at this. I mean, look at, I open that up and look what you got inside there. All kinds of specks. Maybe you get that nice lighter color in there with the magenta. All right, so these two are Aran weight, Superwash Merino, Aran weight, 440 yards, or meters, I'm sorry, 481 meters each, and each one is 266 grams. And they're, I'm going to say approximately on those because it's about that. Because when I start the Swift, when I'm hanking them up, I start with a little bit of yarn that I don't include before I start the counter. So you might get a little more than what I'm telling you. Here's two more. Again, you're like, how do I give these away? Look at this. Do it this way. Geez Louise. Look at the colors. Just bursts of yarnoliciousness. Everywhere you look on here, there's new stuff happening. Hectic Hanks. Look at the dark there. Beautiful. Gorgeous. And it is exciting to do this, like creating it, just like when you're making a project and you kind of, you got your yarn, you got your hook, you're working on it, and then when it's all done, you're like, wow, that turned out nice. Or, oh no, I screwed up and missed something. But even my screw-ups on the dye, sometimes it's okay. But look at the dark greens in there. And then underneath there, look at those colors. Right? I did good. I'm an English major. Butchering English. All right, we're close. Keep hanging in there, guys. And, did I do these already? I feel like I already showed you those. Yeah, did I? Yeah, I did. All right, next. Another set. I didn't write their things on here yet, but these are Superwash Merino. When I'm washing them, I grab these little tags. I write the info, put it on the hook, and then I hook them to dry. And this goes along with them until I make the card. So these two, there's two of these. These are Superwash Merino worsted weight, around 600 meters, 328 grams. I did not figure out the math on the yardage on these yet. Again, right? Just layers and layers. All right, so I'm going to ask you guys this, and don't just say it because you're trying to be nice, because I like constructive criticism. What you're seeing of what I'm capable of doing, and this is honest. Honestly, do I pursue this as a potential side gig career? I mean, look at that. Because to do this as a side gig, the man that lives in this house sometimes is talking about buying me one of those big containers and setting it up to actually continue to dye yarn. And I enjoy doing it. I do have arthritis and I'm old, but I think I could do it for at least a few more years. But if this is something that you think is going to, I'll be able to sell and make, a little extra money, put some food on the table. If you think I've got the skills, let me know. If you think, hey, you're doing a great job, you can start with something nice, but you may want to consider blah 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 whatever, and give me some real advice. I'm asking for real advice. I'm not looking for compliments. That sounds like I'm looking for compliments, but do I, at 65 years old with arthritis, set up and invest in the process of doing this as more of a business, or is the dyeing companies out there, the indie dyers, flooding the market that I shouldn't? I'm really asking. All right, there's blue. This is a Stellina, again, superwash merino and Stellina. It's claiming to be a 4-weight. I'm going to say that's a 4 on a diet. 402 meters. Have not figured out the yards yet. 262 grams. And this is done in navy blue, and I dip dye it so you could see the transition. This is the bottom of it, and then that's the top of it. So it transitions all the way through the hank from darker to light, and we've got a nice navy blue there. All right, we're almost done, guys. Hope you're enjoying this, because I'm enjoying showing you. I'm like a little kid. Oh, look what I did in school today. All right, next one. This one here. I think I showed you a couple of these in a live, but not everybody watches the lives. All right, this goes from a yellow to a red, which creates the orange. That's how I do the rainbows, where I dip dye and I cross over and gives me the other colors. I just use primary colors when I do rainbows, which I'll be doing some of those soon. It's a superwash merino, a number 4 weight worsted, 439 meters, 278 grams. And again, it's the little bit of Stellina in there, so it's got a nice sparkle. All right. And slide this from one side to the next. And then I got to figure out when to do a darn, what do you call it, auction. Here is an orange dipped, this is the ombre, right? Yeah, ombre, where that's the lightest part, that's the darkest part, dip dyed in Stellina and wool. And I hope you could see the gradient, how it moves and gets darker as it goes up the hank. It's a 4 weight, 400 meters, 262 grams. This is done in the blazing orange. And I'm really digging orange. I used to not like orange, and then the man got his girlfriend's orange. And if you don't know, his girlfriend, his $1 million girlfriend in the garage is a car that he's been working on. Typical, male menopause. Had to buy a hot rod car to fix up, and now he's got another one, so he's got 2 girlfriends in the garage. This one here is literally dip dyed, again, superwash merino, 4 weight worsted, 400 meters, 263 grams. This is all done with deep purple, and as it goes up the hank, in the process, see how it's transitioning and turning in, you know, into a ombre, and all the way up to where it's like almost a magenta, right? Gorgeous. This has a nice drape to it too. It's got that feel like it. I've not crocheted with it, so I'd be lying if I'm telling you I'm crocheting with it. But you could just tell with the weight of the yarn that it would do that. All right, this one's really super pretty. Not like all of them aren't. This one is especially pretty. 80% superwash merino, 10% cashmere, and 10% stellina. It is a sport weight, 647.3 meters or 707 plus yards, 288 grams. This is almost 3 hanks of yarn, but this is 10% cashmere as well. So this cone cost me a lot more money than the other cones, and the other ones weren't cheap, but this one was expensive. This is Fire Engine Red, True Black, Radioactive, different shades of purple, but oh my goodness, look at this. Let's just dig in. And really super soft. Of course, because there's cashmere in it, but look at how gorgeous. And again, this will be hectic because, you know, you got this and that, but I don't think it'd be that. I think I think the transition is not that devastating where it'd be that crazy. Plus it's dark colors. Well, it's my opinion, so, and I'm entitled. All right, so that was a sport weight. Did I tell you that? All right. Now, a couple other ones, and we're almost done here. Couple other ones I wanted to show you. Why are these here? Oh no. I took these out and I didn't put them back in with the hanks. Well, I'll make sure I find those hanks. Okay, just a couple more that I wanted to show. These two here, this one here, super pretty. I'm sorry about that in the background. It's pink, orange, reds. There's different pinks and orange and reds. Really pretty. And again, excuse my fingers and hands because I've been dyeing yarn. It's an Aran weight, 100% superwash merino. It's a 4-ply, 477 meters or 522 yards. There's 217 grams. And this one I might throw in the dibs sale, just saying. And at the time of this filming, the dibs sale may have already happened, and for that I do truly apologize if that was something you really wanted and you didn't know about it until after the fact, but I'll do more. And I don't recreate my stuff because I don't measure, I just do it. This one here is another one that I think will be going into the dibs sale, even though these are way over 2 hanks. This one here is a fingering weight, 969.3 meters or 1,060 yards, 228 grams. It's a purple ombre, and it literally does go, here's your top, works its way around, and then goes up to the dark. So it's purple and violet. So that you might see in the dib sale. Or you may have already seen it in the dib sale. It might be in your house, and you might be crocheting with it right now if you want. All right, that's missing. It's some of them are missing their little color collectors. All right, couple more, and we're almost done, guys. Almost done. Here's 2 of them. These are all the purples, and as you know, purple and green are my 2 favorite colors, though I'm telling you I'm getting more and more attached to other colors, but yeah, all the purples that I have in my wheelhouse were put in the process of these hanks. There's every shade, and some have specks. You'll see some specks in there. These are, again, superwash merino. This is a DK weight. There's 476 meters. I didn't figure out the yards. 218 grams per hank. And it's literally all the purples. Just beautiful. Those may also be in the dip sale. Just saying. Or have been in the dip sale, I'm sorry. And almost now, I've got a couple Mars colorways I want to show you, but first I'm going to show you this one. You may have seen this before. Oh, this is so soft. It just, I can't even explain to you. This is 80% superfine merino, 10% cashmere, and 10% nylon. It's a one weight. I bought this from Knit Picks, or We Crochet, which is called now Capretta, whatever. Fingering weight, 460 yards, and it's purple. There is no pink. Or do I lie? Hold on, let me see the back here. I didn't write anything on the back. It's on here. I'm pretty sure I just used purple, a couple purples, and that is the way it breaks in the transition. And again, it's the way I do the process which causes it to become hectic like that. This one here I was going to keep. This one here will be in, or has been in, a giveaway. So either it's going to be in a giveaway or it already has been given away. All right, because I got so many other beautiful ones, I don't need to keep this one. All right, so there's that. Let me just show you the Mars, then we're out of here. And there's something important about the Mars yarn colorways. All right, here's a Mars colorway. Mars, if you don't know, is my surrogate son. He's just a good friend. Young fella who is his musical career. He writes music and blah, blah, blah. And he moved to Brooklyn to pursue his career. His signature colors are black and magenta. Okay. Paula from Paula Mint, who is, oh my gosh, she makes the most incredible amigurumi dolls. And she's making a Mars doll that looks like him. And then she's having a contest where you can make outfits for him. Now remember, he dresses kind of in drag, very flamboyant, these shades of colors, unique androgynous clothing style also. So if you want to make something for that doll, get a hold of Paula Mint, and please go subscribe to her channel. She's such an incredible, I was going to say incredible and amazing, and it was coming out crazyable human being, really just absolutely lovely. She goes lives every week with Diana D Loves Crochet. But go onto Diana's site, find her email, contact her. She will give you all the dimensions and measurements for the Mars doll, because if you want to make something for his doll, she's offering a Queen's Craft by Bridget, $50 towards a bag by Queen Bridget, and thank you, Bridget, for that. I am also going to offer a Mars colorway yarn, and I believe this is the one you might have the opportunity to win. It's an Aran weight. There's 440 meters, 481 yards. It's 268 grams. True black, and then I combined the magenta with a little bit of hot fuchsia to create that color. And it joins in together. But isn't that gorgeous? So this, if you did get a hold of Paula Mint, MYINT, I'll tag her below. Get a hold of her on her channel. There was a live that she did where she talks about it, but you can find her email and contact her and ask her for the dimensions and measurements, and you can make them anything you want, and that will enter you in the giveaway where you can win this. You can win a Bridget bag, $50 towards a Bridget bag. And there might be other prizes as well. So just encouraging you to do that. And then Mars will get the doll with all the clothes. And then last, but nope, we got the one before last, another Mars colorway. I'm just trying to see. This is the last of my Nomad. This is a egrid. It's 100% fine organic merino wool, 437 yards per hank. We have 3 hanks here. It's a fingering sock weight. The reason it says sock weight as opposed to fingering weight, when it has the nylon, no, that's lying. Because they made a liar out of me. I was under the impression that when it says sock weight, when they use the word sock, that's usually meaning that there's a nylon of some sort in the fiber for strength to make socks. So they just made a liar out of me. Or I misunderstood. All right, so this is more of, as you could see, these 3 are more of a gradient instead of the shock of the magenta and then right into black. This one I dip dyed in a manner where it does more of a ombre effect. And this again, super, super soft. It almost feels alpaca. So there's 3 of those. Any sales of any Mars colorway, the proceeds go directly to Mars to help him on his journey. He's a starving artist, you know. I've been there, I know. You know, trying to make a living on your art. Oh, okay, I didn't. That's because it's on here. These I happen to have had named. These are the first ones I've done. This I named Star Child because that's what he is. Mars, a Star Child. Fingering weight, 462 yards per 100 gram. This is also a knit pick or we crochet. It's a 1 weight, 70% fine superwash merino, 25% nylon, and 5% stellina. This is more of a shock between magenta and pure black. And there's 3 of those. So these, again, whatever monies, the proceeds go directly to Mars. And to kind of help them out a little bit, you know? You do what you could do. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that really fun, I'll leave this here, really, in my opinion, fun Yarnalicious parade, right? I did some nice work. Please don't forget to leave a comment in the comments below. It helps. Do a thumb. If you're not subscribed, consider that. It's free and it helps us. And maybe share this out if you wouldn't mind, just so kind of like maybe get the word out that, hey, Mama G dyes really nice yarn. And if I get enough encouragement, enough people that are interested, and I see that this could be a lucrative business, then I will definitely stick it out. But let me know your honest opinion. Don't blow smoke up my butt. Don't try to, like, oh, yeah, you're good. I honestly, any constructive criticism, I'm always open to that at every level, on the channel, my personality, the skills, all that. I'm good with constructive criticism. Anyway, love you guys. Be well. Have a yarnalicious day and a hankalicious day. And we will see you next time. Bye-bye for now.